Hey guys, today I am bringing you my March TBR. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books that I plan to read in the month of March. This video isn't going to be that exciting though, because it's basically going to be a repeat of my February TBR because I didn't get to all the books that I wanted to read in the month of February, so I'm kind of moving them on over into March. So hopefully I can still make this video pretty interesting, but without further ado, let's talk about the books that I am planning to read in the month of March. The first few books kind of go together, so I'm going to be talking about them together. And those books are the first one we have is City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. This is the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series. And then we've got City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is the final book in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm nearly finished with this series. I can't even believe it. This has been a long time coming. I started reading these books in 2014 and I'm just now getting around to finishing off this series, but I can't wait to see what happens in this epic finale. Then I'm also hoping to read The Bane Chronicles and Shadowhunter Academy. I don't know if I'll get to both of those, but if I get to one of them, it's probably going to be Shadowhunter Academy because I've heard that there are details within the Shadowhunter Academy that go along with Lady Midnight, so I want to read that before I read Lady Midnight. So after those two books, if I get to them, then I will be reading Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and this is actually the Booksplosion book of the month. I will leave details down below as to when the live show is, but you guys should totally pick up this book and join us this month as we read Lady Midnight. The Shadowhunter Chronicles are just so much fun to talk about. Cassandra Clare just has so many vibrant characters and her plots are always interesting and exciting, so I can't wait to talk about this with the Booksplosion crew this month. So I'll leave information down below as to when that live show is. You guys should totally join us this month. The next book is one that I feel like I've been reading for forever, and that is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I started reading this book in January and I still have yet to finish this book, and that is a huge problem because I really want to read this book and what I've read of it so far is so good. Victoria Schwab is one of my all-time favorite authors. Why haven't I read this yet? I need to read this like ASAP. I keep hearing so many amazing things about this book and I'm missing out. I'm missing out and I need to catch up and read this dang book. It's gonna happen this month. It better happen. I really hope it happens. So those are all the books that I am planning to read this month, but I also thought that I would show you some comics and some manga that I am planning to read this next month. I don't know if you guys care to know, but I thought that I would share with you anyways. So I'm gonna start by talking about the comics that I'm planning to read this month, and those are... I'm first up going to be reading Deadpool Volume 1, Dead Presidents. This is where a bunch of dead presidents come back to life as zombies and Deadpool is called upon to take them out. Next up I'm going to be reading Spider-Gwen, and I've been hearing amazing things about this comic, so I can't wait to read it. Then I'm going to be reading Young Avengers Volume 3, Mic Drop at the Edge of Time and Space. This is one of my all-time favorite series and I can't wait to see how it all comes to a close. Then I'm going to be reading Miss Marvel Volume 3, Crushed. If you're not reading Miss Marvel yet, you should be reading Miss Marvel because it's just so great. And finally, I plan to tackle The Wicked and the Divine, and this is Volume 2, Fandemonium. I read Volume 1 and I wasn't a massive fan, but the artwork was amazing and it definitely made me want to pick up Volume 2, so I'm hoping that I enjoy Volume 2 more than I enjoyed Volume 1. And finally, I'm planning to get back into manga this month, and the manga that I'm planning to read this month is... This month I'm planning to get back into Bakuman. I haven't read a Bakuman volume since I believe 2014, but I'm really excited to get back into this series and to get back into reading manga because I love manga, and before I start any other manga series I really want to complete Bakuman, so I'm hoping to do that this year. Before I dive into any other manga series I really want to complete this one, so that's the plan, Stan. So that's everything that I'm planning to read in the month of March. I could really use some encouragement because I'm trying to tackle a lot here. Hopefully I can do it, but who knows? I am traveling quite a bit this month, so hopefully that doesn't get in the way of my reading. You guys should let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. I'd love to know. Also let me know down below what are some books that you are planning to tackle this month. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. I started reading and the plot is always super interesting. There's a plane flying above us. Let's take a second for that to pass by. Then I'm going to be reading Young Avengers, and finally I plan to tackle The Wicked and the Divine. Well, that was really confusing because this is upside down. I got really confused. You guys should let me blah, 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 blah. That's what you guys should do. You should blah, blah, blah.